Hello, hello, good people. How's everyone doing? I trust it. Excuse me. Trust that everyone is doing well. Let me just say, Happy Thanksgiving, right? Happy Thanksgiving. As my family was calling it, Happy Families Giving, right? Whatever the case may be. Hopefully you enjoyed your holidays. Hopefully you got some good eating in and just had an overall good time, right? I had an awesome time myself. Had an awesome time. I didn't drop any content on last Sunday, last weekend. I was preparing for this coming week. I had a few days off, and I had a lot of family come in. A lot of my family come in from Mobile, and I posted a few pictures on my Facebook page, and I had some of my good friends, some of my classmates, my best friends. They were reaching out to me. They say, "You over to your mom's?" I said, "No, I have my mom's and my family in Savannah." And so I was talking to my best friend, and we talked about 10, 15 minutes, and he said, "Okay, I got to run, but I'm going to come by and see you in a little bit." I said, "No, no, no. I'm not in Mobile." I sit out there to say, "Hey, I had an awesome time, right?" And I posted some pictures as I got the opportunity, because I was just enjoying my family. I had my mom, I had my most of my siblings, most of my kids, my nieces, some of my nephews, cousins, and I had about 19 people come in from Mobile. A couple had to back out at the last minute for family emergencies, what have you, which is understandable, right? But I had an awesome time. My family had an awesome time. I was able to sponsor most of this trip, right? And I want to just say, I was able to do it because of, as I call it, the game of investing, right? Because of the game of investing. It was a 2-year planned event, right? Wanted to make sure I didn't overextend myself in any way, but we had an awesome time. We had an awesome time, and they just hit the road a couple of hours ago, and myself, my companion, were kind of exhausted. But I say, let me go ahead and make this video right quick. It's getting dark, right? Sun is going down. I said I was gonna come out here and do it on the patio before the sun went down, but brother man was dozing off. So anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. What's going on in these markets these days, right? Hopefully you've been in tune yourself and knowing what's going on. Hopefully you linked up with some good sources like Larry Jones. I saw he dropped some content over the past few days, and Stocks with Josh, Keenan Grace. Mo is always very active. Stock Curry, Chris Sane, and Minority Mindset with Jasper Racine. If you tap into those few right there, they will keep you updated with what's going on in the market. They'll make great recommendations, great suggestions, and keep you well informed to make wise, sound decisions in your game of investing. Me personally, I like to make wise decisions, sound decisions, and I like to pray over whatever I do. So I like to say make godly decisions. That's what I like to do. It keeps me happy. You do what works for you. So as I was looking over this past week, didn't get a chance to do some things I wanted to do in the markets. Did a little bit, but I had my eye on a few things. I didn't set any alerts. I didn't set any personal alarm to go back and check it before the market closed. And so I did get a chance to close out a couple positions of awesome plays that I wanted to do that were no longer negative. They were running, but it is what it is. I won't complain. I won't complain. Did notice that some things were making some nice upticks. Play is Dave and Buster stock. I think it was moving decently from its lows over the last few weeks, right? Bitcoin has been hit or miss, right? It'll pop up for a second, pop back down, and pop up nicely, and then pull back. But let me just say, if you've been in this game for at least one half and a half, then you know what's been going on with crypto over the past week. In my opinion, it's turning out to be a good thing. Why would I say that? I ain't seen nothing go parabolic. No, I haven't seen parabolic as of yet. But, you still have 30 more days in this year, and my good friend Larry Jones is saying he's pushing it out now until first quarter of 2026. So if you were considering the normal halving process, we should be in crypto winter now, right? Normal halving process, we should have been out of our crypto positions by the middle of October, right? And the only thing you should have still been holding is some Bitcoin and some maybe some Bitcoin, some Ethereum, and XRP after you've already taken some profit, at least pulled out what you initially put in, right? But anyway, you know, that was in the normal process of run-up season following Bitcoin halving. But there's been nothing normal this season. You know, we had all of these ETFs, these spot ETFs, and new administration, and this and that going on. So it threw everything out of sync. I believe that. I can see that. I might not be able to articulate it in a very well way that everybody can understand it. But if you know the game at all, then you should be able to peep some of that game that a lot of things have offset this season, right? So I was saying, telling my few folks that I mentor, November, December time frame. Still hoping for December, but it looks like it's the first quarter of next year, right? But whatever the case may be, everyone is the captain of their own portfolio. You are your own CEO of your own portfolio. And bottom line is, you got to do what's best for you and for yours, right? So I always say, excuse me, I always say I would be irresponsible. Sorry, I laugh because my brother, Reginald Bridges, everybody call him Shankum. He's a nut, and it's his fault I'm laughing on camera. I wanted to make a video to post while he was here, but we made videos, nothing worthy of being posted on here. TikTok and Facebook, yeah, but not here. But anyway, he was mocking me. He went in my studio and he said, "Oh, this way you do it. This way you do it." And he hasn't been to my home in a while, so go see him all the time. He hasn't been here in a while, so he went in my studio. He sat down at my desk and messed around with everything, and then he said, I always need to clear my throat, which is what I was just doing. So it had me laughing because I could vividly see my brother making fun of me. But I thought about posting that video here, but I'm not because, yeah, he's not. It's only something to make you laugh. Maybe I should post it on TikTok. Where was I going? What's going on with crypto, in my opinion? There, over the past week, there has been some nice momentum, if that's the way I should put it. There's been nice momentum with crypto, or with some crypto, at least with crypto that I still have my eyes on. I'm still watching, you know, a lot of different crypto, but there are about 10 that I'm really hee-hawing on, right? Locked in on, whatever the case may be. Of course, one would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. I'm a big fan of Link, Comp, AVAX, Uniswap, Solana, a few others, right? Myro. I'm a big fan of some things, right? So I keep an eye on Pepe as well. Some people say PP. I keep an eye on Dog with Hat, right? With keep an eye on Bonk. But I'm not hanging my hat on those. But I'm you know. So what I was saying is, what I would be remiss of, irresponsible of, if I've said it a few times and I'll say it again. you only want to invest money that you're not going to need for at least a year or two, right? Because you got to get the money a chance to grow up. You got to get the money a chance to do its thing. You got to get crypto and stock a chance to do the thing, for your money to go to work and come back with a nice return, right? Some people, they get a return of 500 and they get overjoyed. Been there, done that, right? 500 is okay, but if you be a little more patient, right, you'd be amazed how that 500 would turn to 1,500. Be a little bit more patient. That 1,500 can turn into 3,000, 5,000, 8,000, 10,000. But that's something you have to learn about, gauging your position size, gauging how much of your funds you're putting at risk, right? And then you learn and you grow from there. So, but again, I have been seeing, personally, I think I've been seeing good momentum movement in crypto, which means it's waking up, which is what we're expecting it to do, right? Because I keep saying I'm waiting on the parabolic run, okay? I know this is getting dark, forgive me. I don't have on my ring light, and I just need to get this done so I can go back and enjoy the close out of my holiday weekend. So, yes. So we just had, what was that? The government just went back to work, right? And Stockmo had dropped some content not long ago, and he was saying it's around about 16, 18 days that you really see a nice pop in the market after the government returns. And good people, it hasn't been 15 days yet, right? So, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And the momentum I've seen on this week reminded me of what Mo has said, because, excuse me, it makes sense. History don't always repeat itself, but it does always rhyme, right? So, do your own research and govern yourself accordingly of how it is you want to, what it is you want to do with your portfolio as you are the CEO of your portfolio, right? I've been watching stock, and stock has been nice momentum movement in stock, right? A while back, I have been he-hoing on Chipotle. Hey, hear me, I still love Chipotle. I still have a very nice size position of Chipotle in my personal portfolio and my 401k and what have you. That's me. I'm patient, right? I have positions that, whether I'm impatient at, I have my short-term growth position and my long-term growth position and what have you. But you have to learn, grow, and do what's best for you and yours, right? So that's been nice momentum movement that I think I've seen in Chipotle. Nvidia has been doing this thing, it'll pull back here and there, but a pullback is necessary, right? It's necessary. It's a good thing, because the market always goes up and down. If all you ever see it do is going up, you know, at some point it's going to be a hard down. But if it's constantly going up and up, up and down, stair stepping up, then that's better than just shooting up. Because if you just shoot up, eventually there's going to be a nice fall, right? So Nvidia has been doing this thing. Larry Jones was saying he got out of his meta position because he was not impressed with how it was moving. Again, we all are the CEO of our own portfolio. I've been loving Supermicro for quite some time, and I'm still loving Supermicro, right? But what's been going on in the market, whether it's healthy or not, with the pull-ups, swing-ups, and swing-backs, what I can say is when you have to identify what's a buying opportunity for you. You know, identify what's a buying opportunity for you. Let me say it one more time. You have to identify what's a buying opportunity for you. And right now it's the holidays. Everybody got their funds tied up, and Thanksgiving holidays, Christmas is coming up, then New Year's. As for me, I have my anniversary early in the first week of January. So we all have our regular responsibilities, our extra things coming up versus the holidays and anniversaries and what have you. You got to do what's best for you. Just make sure you continue to always pay yourself first, right? Make sure you put aside something to invest, even if you don't drop it in the market. Put something aside, 5%, 10%, whatever works for you and yours, right? And by all means, enjoy life. Enjoy your holidays, enjoy Christmas, but don't go overboard. You should have a budget, at least me. I budget my splurge times versus New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, different birthdays, anniversaries, and what have you. You got to figure out what works best for you and yours. Come up with your game plan and follow your game plan. Follow your game plan. Take care of you and yours, right? Hopefully, I was talking loud enough because I had my devices a few feet away from me. I wanted to be comfortable, and the longer I sit out here, all I see is a silhouette in the screen. So hopefully I didn't disappoint you too bad. Hopefully I've said something to encourage you, something to lift you up, and something to keep you motivated and inspired to stay in this game of investing into both the stock and or crypto market. So with that being said, you guys take care and be blessed continually, my friend.